Last but not least is Dr. Teresa Vasquez, also known as Dr. Vaz. Dr. Vaz is a data scientist and co-founder of Rept Labs in Nashville, Tennessee. She started Rept Labs with her daughter to build learning spaces that are designed for neurodivergent people from the start. She's also an multiple award-winning software engineer and educator. She's taught and mentored hundreds of people in tech. She won Software Engineer of the Year from the Nashville Technology Council, and she's also a fellow and visiting scholar at Vanderbilt University's Frist Center for Autism and Innovation, where I had the pleasure to meet her. And I asked her to go last because she's here to share a hack for networking while neurodivergent. How do you network effectively when you might deal with things like social anxiety, feeling different, all these great things. So, Dr. Vaz, take it away.
Thank you, Margot, as I am shaking here from the anxiety of doing this thing, and also the excitement of being able to share some things with you all. But when I was little, we used to spend our summers in Galveston Beach in Texas, because I had Galveston. I had an auntie that lived out there, and I love that beach, but the water looked murky, and murky meant something was probably down there and was going to get me. So I would stand at the edge, and I just wouldn't go in. And one summer, my auntie came to me and she told me, she said, Teresa, they keep all the sharks locked up in the deep end down there where you can't get to. So it's okay if you go in. And I was like, all right, cool. So, I started going in. I tell that story to say that's how I handled a lot of my social anxiety most of my life. Anything that scared me, I just tried to just go and chain it up as much as I could so that I can get through whatever it was I needed to get to, because I'm a Black woman in tech and we don't have time to be doing XYZ LMNOP. Okay. And that worked for many, many years until a few years ago, menopause showed up. And menopause unlocked every single cage, released every single fear, and just dropped the mask, right? And it exposed something in me that I had not, like a person who I had not yet met. And so when my daughter and I got together to create this organization, I knew that it was going to require me to be out in front of people and to be interacting with them. Like, I knew it was necessary. And so luckily for me, I had already had a strategy to help me feel a little bit more confident around new people, because my passion seems to be like way more fierce as I age, and I'm loving the freedom that unmasking is giving me. But earlier in my career, having to communicate with like different types of people was critical. And many times I was just physically unable to do it. Like, I drive there and not get out the car and go home, and or get out the car and go to the door, put my finger in, and then turn right back around. It was just this fierce anxiety. And so at a marriage retreat, I learned something that I actually have been using with everything, and I've actually studied it a little bit. It's how I've won like tens of hackathons and have worked in teams and led many tech teams to so much success. And it's just really two simple questions. Number one, are you a people person or a task person, or do you like to do things fast or slowly? Now, when I'm in a networking situation, I'm not going to walk up to somebody and ask them that, but there are things that I can do to see what they are, right? So like, if I go up to someone and they're standing, by themselves, I'll leave enough room so that, when I approach them, if they don't want to be approached, it's not uncomfortable for me or them, that like I'm standing there, I don't have to run away or anything, but I'll, maybe say, hi, I'm Dr. Voss. And I'm so excited to be here. Like, what are you most excited about tonight? And if they turn around and they're really excited about talking to me, then that's a parrot. That parrot is somebody who is a people person, and they might be standing up against the wall because they're just as shy or wild as I am, right? And they're just out here with some anxiety too. And so now I found someone who's a people person. And maybe if I see someone who I know later on, I would want to connect those two together. And connection, helping make connections, is like a systems type thing, right? And each one of these classifications has one. And so a bear is someone who is fast and task oriented, and they like to be right. So, just gonna let them win that conversation, honey, because it ain't worth it. All right. And then you got the owl, and they're more slow but task oriented, and they'll be like on the outskirts, just kind of watching as things go about and taking in all of the information. But approach them. They like to talk sometimes too, and they'll be talking about facts more than likely. And then you have your deer, and the deer are really peacemakers. I married a deer, and I'm a bear, but they really are managers. They're really, really good with people, so they will really want to listen to you. So if you're a talker like I am, that would probably work. And so I have used this, and it's allowed me really to listen, to people a little bit more, because what I'm learning is communication is about me understanding who I am as a person, but also having the ability to be brave enough to see somebody where they are as well in their communication style that they need. So a book that has helped me tremendously is A Like Switch. I have it here on the screen so that you can kind of see what it is. It helps you if you're somebody who works in systems like I am and can see people as both a system that can help you help them meet their goals and their needs in leadership, and also as the ability to communicate with them so that we could have really, really good lives. And that is my hack 10. I made it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to the Academy. Thank you.